Hello guys, I'm Hesmiyu and welcome to a game that I've technically played before, which is Narcissu. Last time I played this, I kept calling it Narcissu. Reason why I have technically played this before, because there's the first one, which I have done, but I haven't done the side second yet, which I will do in this series. I completed this one in March 2016. Well, I uploaded a video on 29th of March last year. Almost a year and a half. If I remember right, Narcissu Side second is actually a prequel. I'll soon find out. I vaguely remember what happened in this one. Just need to check translation and unvoiced. I need to sneeze. In front of the outpatient's reception desk on the first floor. Spread on the floor, many colours of plastic tape. Red, blue, green. They led the way to various departments. Out of those, I followed the white tape. Walking about 30 meters on the right, the shop comes into sight. Across from that was the smoking room. On the left is the waiting room for surgical examination, and if you continue to the end, there is a small lift. I get on that and press the button for the highest floor. Now this is prequel. Ding! The 7th floor. Before my eyes was the nurses station. Altogether, some nurses looked this way. But once they recognised me, their eyes turned back. As if they saw nothing, they returned to their work. A high ceiling, windows that only opened 15 centimeters. Here, it was a right, well-lit stairwell place. And I head towards the lounge at the end of the hall on the left. A large television, a long couch. Decorating the windowsills were a number of flowers. Fit in the summer, the mini sunflowers in vases and the gibberella daisies in the flower pots were blooming colourfully. Those were all familiar things. How many years has it been since I've come here? What's different from then are my clothes, changing from sailor uniforms to pyjamas. It just dawned on me I could probably make this bigger so not as this is basically the whole display apart from when it at certain points when it does a full screen image. Besides that, the bracelet on my hand from blue to white was just about the only other change. I feel I did get my voice. Turning back towards the voice that called, it was a middle-aged lady I don't know. Her pyjamas and bracelet colour say she's a resident of this place. Are you visiting someone or a patient from another floor? That's not it. while shaking my head and showing my own bracelet. "Ah, I see," the lady replied uncomfortably. I felt the nuance behind those words. "And so young. What a shame." Of course, I had similar experiences, so often it was tiring. I hadn't lived almost 10 years like this for nothing. It was just I never thought to have a fellow resident of the 7th floor also turn as pity towards me. "By the way, which time are you on?" "What's this?" "For here, coming to the 7th floor." For an instant, I had no idea what she was asking. But before I could ask a new question, "It looks like this is your first." With that, she just up and acted like she understood the situation. "Well then, I'll teach you too, so listen well, okay? First, in this place called the 7th floor," even though I hadn't replied, the lady just continued speaking. There is no fourth time. The third time you're admitted is the last, so prepare yourself. When you want to run away, head not to Station A, but to Station B. Don't eat anything. It places the least burden upon your family. They spoke about such things, and I was made to hear other things that will give one pause. Most likely it was something only the residents of this 7th floor, only those who were headed towards death, continued passing on. "So, you understand?" Once the lady finished her broad explanation, somehow I thought her complexion looked better. Phew, to tell someone young like you, it's upsetting. But this is also a wall, so don't be angry, okay? With that, the lady left the lounge. Her parting words were, "You tell new people too, okay?" Burning sunlight and the sound of cicadas. A summer sky seen from windows that can't open more than 15 centimeters. Today also looked like it would be a hot day. Many years since I have come to the 7th floor, first that I've come as a resident of this place, and the rules I have been taught. In practice, they were probably passed down only through those who resided here. But a number of them I had already known. Maybe it was since that day, the fact that I would face a day like today. I might have a premonition of it. Produced by Stage Nonna 10 years ago. I forgot that there was chapters type thing. That'll probably be where I split each episode. This sort of game, I probably wouldn't be able to do a really long recording session like I did for my previous video of Saints Row 4, of which I recorded an hour in one go. The rolling sounds of bells. Since before I can remember, I existed with that sound. Oni-chan! Ha! Phew! What's going on, Chihiro? Getting out of breath like that? Well look, if you don't hurry... Wait, you're dressed like that again. Something wrong? Oh, you're all greasy and black. What's wrong with that? They're work overalls, of course they'd be dirty. Is one of them a guy then? Wait, Chihiro maybe. Oh, I just watched those yesterday. Yay. I'm not sure who, I've lost track of who will be speaking. Yeah, sorry about that. My little sister gave the usual grease stains a sullen look as she complained. It was the scene of a casual, everyday exchange before the door on a Sunday. Ah, never mind that. Mass. If we don't hurry, we'll be late. Oh, is that time already? Come, hurry and change and let's go to the church, okay? Yeah, I think I'll pass. Huh? Again? That's no good, Oni-chan. You already haven't been going regularly. At least you should go on Sundays. Silly Chihiro. Just gonna check something. I'll let you listen to this background music. Oni is for female, is for sister, okay? And Chihiro is female name then. I thought I recognised that. So, is it a case of both females then? Well, probably. Silly Chihiro. It's exactly because it's a precious Sunday that you skip out. Ah, again, with a weak argument. Now, even God would overlook it on a day with such beautiful weather. The weather's got nothing to do with it. And either way, you're just going to toy with your car today. So give my regards to Mum and the others. Hey, Oni-chan. Himiko too. I know Himiko is the female name. By the co part. I'm still in the prologue. Oh. A loud clattering rises in the garage next to the house as I strongly raise the shutters. Alright, shall we get started today? Perhaps because it was closed off, the garage was stiflingly hot. Immediately, I turned towards my beloved car under maintenance, purchased just a month earlier. It sounded good to call it a restoration, but really, it was work to simply get it to run properly. First, instead of calling the chassis retro, the word scrap would fit better. This was the age and condition of the car. However, thanks to that, I've lately been spending weekends inside this garage. Someone knocked. Himiko, you around? Ah, over here. What's up? Coming all the way here? Yeah, well, I happened to come nearby, so I stopped over along the way. Hey, what's with you? You're all black. Ah, because since yesterday, I was changing the oil pan. Oil pan? Yeah, that was another big mess. But then, there aren't that many amateurs who can get this far. I guess that I don't know why he's telling me pan in Japanese means bread. Then it says bread up there. And I knew that anyway. So that was like and pan. I don't know anything about pan or supper or whatever. Look here, this homemade hoist, isn't it great? But figures, without a winch it's really hard. Hahaha. Dots. Yes, I was right. Well, that I was doing it in my voice. Yuka sighed. You know, Himiko, it's fine to love cars and all, but a young girl to get all black and be in the garage regularly, what do you think about that? You think that's strange? You don't have to think, it's strange. Aha, well that's fine, isn't it? You know, for me, instead of frilly clothes like yours, Yuka, I like what I have here. Yeah, you've been at this for ages, that's true. She replied in a weary voice. Her name was Yuka. She also lived nearby, and from long ago, often spent time together. However, our interests and personalities were polar opposites. And yet, we got along for some reason. It might have been exactly because our interests and personalities were different that we got along. If there was someone that could be called a best friend, for me, she would have been it. But still, Himiko, you're quite eccentric, aren't you? Using your first paycheck on just a beat-up car. Hey, it's not a beat-up car, call it Unos. And even though it's old, this model's quite popular, you know. Oh, really now? And because of this, all the way until winter bonus time, it's Lone Hill. Sniffle, sniffle. Now, how about you hurry up and fix it and take me for a drive? Yeah, I think by next week it would run. Great, it's decided then. Even next week. Wait, Sundays don't work for you, right? There's no real problem. But, don't you have shirts? It's fine, I haven't been going lately anyways. From the start, I was a fake Catholic anyways. Hey, is it okay to say that? Yeah, it was just a coincidence that my house was next to a church after all. Still prologue. Tadaima. Is right. The door opened and closed. Welcome home. You went out quite late, Chihiro. You seem a bit down. Did you come back from the 7th floor? It was the third time for someone I was in charge of. I see. It must have been hard in many ways. the 7th floor, that is, the hospital's hospice. Hospice, generally known as the palliative care ward. Essentially, not a typical ward, but one for patients on the final treatment options. A ward with mental care as a primary focus. For us, as Catholics, volunteering as helpers has been very natural. Every day after college, my sister would head straight to the hospital. In her, I could see myself up to a few years ago. Here, I made you some coffee. Thank you. Say, Oni-chan, you're not going to do it anymore. You mean be a helper? Right now, hospitals are short-handed, and it's been difficult for them. I see. But I'm done with it. Unlike you, I only went because I wanted university credits. Who knows what happened just then? Oh? Saying that again? It's not like it's a lie. Anyways, I'm more worried about you. Me? Yes, but how is not a place that's suitable for someone like you. Darts. My sister fell silent at those words. However, those are also my true feelings. In a way, I knew from my own experiences how useless superficial resolve was. At least, for a kind, good girl like Chihiro, I knew that it would be painful to be a hospice helper. So, how was it? What's it like now? Ah, yes. It's the first time I've been on the 7th floor, so I'm still not used to it. And also, the person I'm in charge of is on the 3rd time after all. It doesn't seem far off. Indeed, no matter how many times they're discharged and then return, there shouldn't be a 4th time. That wasn't something that the hospital publicly said. But even without saying, if you were involved with the place, you learn it whether you liked it or not. Say, Oni-chan. God, what exactly is he doing, I wonder? Dots. Who knows, he's probably busy. And anything on. Another prologue? A few days later, with the main repairs on the UNOS finished, we went out for a drive. We got no driver. Aha! It really does run great. Hey, Himiko, don't go so fast. This is totally safe driving. That may be true for you, but for a driver just on paper like me, this driver makes my heart jump. Yours is all best. Hey, listen to people when they're talking. And hey, what's up with this car? What's wrong? Why isn't there a roof? Well, that's how it is. No, not how it is. The wind messes up your hair, doesn't it? Heh, silly girl, do not understand the joys of an open top. Such joys a young girl does not need. Oh? And I spent an hour making it up too. The sun was still high and the UNOS ran under the refreshing cool of the sky before the rainy season. Soon, after leaving a long mountain road, the deep blue sea spread wide. The sea route continued endlessly. From nearby came the crossing of waves and seagull calls. Even the phoenix palms planted by the beach houses, each and every one was tall. It felt like visiting southern lands. So, why don't we take a little break? Sure. Here, canned coffee. Thanks. We popped our cans open. Yuka gulped hers down and sighed in satisfaction. As if she had just gotten out of the bath, Yuka had her hand on her hip and gulped down the canned coffee in one go. She was always decked out in frills, but what shows through occasionally was Yuka's true personality. And then, while holding our cans of coffee, we walked out to the beach before us. This is a beautiful place, isn't it? Yeah, the salt air feels good. There's no one around. Himiko, it's amazing that you knew of this place. Yeah. No, I have no clue where this is. Come again? No, exactly as the words mean. Wait a second. Why is it that you, the one who's driving, have no clue? Let's say I was driving around wherever I felt right and we came here by chance. That, do you mean? All this time you've been driving just wherever a whim took you? We're all something like that. Ha ha ha. I don't believe you. I don't believe this. And I'm worried about whether we'll be able to get back. But the fact I went along with this driving for a whole day, I don't believe myself. Now, we'll manage. Probably. And then we spread out some newspaper on the beach and started to eat the lunch we bought at a convenience store along the way. To be honest, bringing our own lunches would have fit better, but both our best dishes, hard-boiled eggs, couldn't be called extravagant. At the least, we should have brought a sheet. But you know, Himiko, what is it? If you don't have a navigation system, at least get yourself a map. But you know, I like this carefree feel too. Well then, at least stop with that look. Huh? But why? I like work overalls. No, because sitting next to you makes me feel embarrassed. But it's functional, you know. Instead of function, put form first. While we chatted, the two of us continued to eat our lunches. Pines swayed in the salt breeze, and the large phoenix palms stood tall. Occasionally, seagulls came near. Though it was such an utterly perfect place, how should I say? The image of a newspaper mat, Yuka's frilly clothing, my work overalls, was also at a place it was laughable. Say, let's come here again next week. No. Wow, instantly rejected. Well, isn't it sad that each and every week is only two girls going out together for drives? Well, this is a car for two people after all. That's not a problem, is it? Now, I just say we're partners in loneliness. It is to admit this, but I have no counter. Around when the sun had been so high was hazing over, and everything that could be seen was dyed orange. Once again the Eunos drove on. We are played at the beach and now took a quick route home. Today had been a fun day. While thinking that, I gripped the wheel. But lately has been going, right? Church. Huh? Chihiro-chan was grumbling about it, you know. Lately, Oni-chan just wouldn't come, she said. Dots. Say, once in a while, why don't you show your face? Dots. It's fine. And didn't I say before that from the start I was a fake Catholic? That's why it's fine. Himiko? So, it's decided that next week we're going for a drive again, right? Ah, and this time, why don't we bring lunches? I knew you then, and let's shoot for us getting further than today. Dot. Yuka sighed. Fine, I get it. There's just no helping you, so I'll come along. Thank you, just like a best friend. No prologue? It's been a half hour. So I think it's been a half hour. I'm planning on the 5th part of the prologue. I'm going to end this episode now. I hope you've enjoyed it. But as for this time, I'm Hesmiyu. Goodbye.